More rock on the way next on the Lion Country's rock station, 105.9, 106.9, Quick Rock. Check the forecast in just a bit. Yeah, come in.
Drew.
Okay, what's up?
And then there's some gentlemen outside. They want to see you. There's two of them.
Gentlemen? What do they look like?
One's pretty well dressed. The other one, I'm not too sure about. I don't know which one to do with those guys.
Like,
the guy is huge, man.
huge?
Huge.
God, don't let it be them. Please don't let it be them.
What should I do?
Yeah, send them in.
Send them in?
Yeah, thanks,
right.
Gabe.
You're welcome. You guys can go in.
Cool.
It can't
Go in.
It cannot be.
Drew.
No, it can't. No.
Wow.
What are you guys doing here?
Jeff Hardy, Batman, and Batman. We're
Jeff Hardy, Batman, nothing. What are you doing here?
we're here to film the rundown.
What do you mean film the rundown? I'm at work.
Yeah, didn't you get the memo? First of all, Drew, you never worked. And there's already a cameraman here. Don't you see cameraman Frank?
Oh.
You didn't see Frank in the corner?
I didn't notice that before.
That's Frank in the corner. So
Just, okay.
so this is what a radio station looks like?
Yeah, do my bosses know about this?
Oh yeah, they okayed it. Michael and Diana, they said it's fine.
Dirty Diana.
I don't
They
care.
would guess.
I don't care. Dude, I don't care what they said. Okay? I'm trying to do my job here. I'm trying to work. Okay?
Well, Kess also said if you don't go along with it, you're fired. Gone.
Fired?
Yes.
Yes, we don't have much choice. This dude's being fumigated, so
What do you mean fumigated?
Well, I slept there last night,
All right, I can see that.
so.
And I'm gonna get fired?
Yes. Well, he'll fire you.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the.
This is my house.
This is your house?
My house.
You live here? Is that what those stairs are for?
Shut up, X. Welcome, everybody, to the AON Rundown here on ABC 23. A full hour of AON highlights, matches, and all sorts of cool stuff. With your host, Drew Shannon, live from the Quick Rock Studios here in State College, Pennsylvania, baby. Lion Country's best rock.
Do we get introduced?
Oh, yeah, the X-Man and Mike Edwards.
wow.
That's it?
What?
Well, anyway, today is what I like to call the perfect storm. We're gonna look at results from Pledge Allegiance 2. I came back for this. We've also got two full matches. We've got the 814 title, Justin Starr versus Randall Fairway, no longer the ringmaster, with a special guest referee, Cass Edison. We also have the tag team titles, Ghost Army versus the Red River Rebels. And of course, we had Nikolai Volkov at the show. How much bigger of a show could it have been?
Unbelievable.
Plus, we have a card preview for a return out to Father Kelly Hall, pound for pound. We'll have all that for you when we come back right after our first timeout. Pound for pound?
Pound for pound.
You're lucky you're wearing a nice shirt.
Here we go again.
Togetherness.
Love.
So do you want to experience all of the action, all of the mayhem, all of the awesomeness that is AON Professional Wrestling live in your area? Well, here's what you do. Call 814-942-1122 or send us an email at aonrundown@gotimepromotions.com. That's 814-942-1122 or email us at aonrundown@gotimepromotions.com. we'll come to your area and we'll make it a night you'll never forget.
Pledge of Allegiance 2 was such a heartwarming event. Let's just take a look at the beginning. It was that heartwarming.
Oh, I'm with you, X.
I loved it. Goosebumps.
God bless America, when they lie low, stay beside the highway, through the night with the light from above, from the mountain, through the prairie, through the ocean, rise before. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Mr. Volkoff. That was awesome.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. I have an announcement I would like to make addressing the AON. Now, you may be wondering why I'm in this outfit. It may not come as a shock to many of you to find out that I happen to be from the Middle East. I happen to be from the glorious country of Iran. And yes, we have nuclear weapons. However, what I am to address today is the standing of Israel St. Patrick within All or Nothing Wrestling. Kes, it surprises me how you cannot even go through the AON records and see the errors of the past. The exposure of Article 3, Part 12 in my contract that says the AON will not have Middle Eastern characters within their company due to the concerns and the threats made by the people of central Pennsylvania. The funny thing is that lawsuits and lawyers are a great thing in this country. God bless America, right? Today, I would like to state that I have signed a contract thanks to the broker and Connor Lee Denny for the return of Israel St. Patrick. However, it will now be known as Israel Sharif Fakor, my real name. That is my real name. You tried to hinder me and keep me down. The oppressed is no longer oppressed, Cass. I am back. Full contract. And yes, it includes diplomatic immunity. Is that Nikolai Volkov? You brought Nikolai Volkov back? How you doing, Mr. WWE Hall of Famer? Long time. She says hello. Anyway, I would like to state that there will be an attack tonight. I will be in the building. And tonight, it doesn't matter who it is, Cass. Somebody has to pay. Somebody has to repossess the company. And that company will now belong to me. As long as I am around, the control will belong to me. People, innocent people, will be hurt in the process. But that's not my fault. That is your fault, Kes. And on this glorious day, all praise be to Allah. But all the gold will belong to us, the cartel, and yours truly, Israel Sharif Fakor.
All right then. Well, everybody enjoy the show. I'll figure out what's going on there.
The action for Pledge Allegiance 2 officially started off with a tag team contest between Thugs Unlimited and the Psychotic Assassins, Psycho Fusion and Ryan Fear.
The Thugs tried to gain an early advantage by attacking Psycho and Fear from behind, but the Assassins, who are on fire right now, turned things around in the blink of an eye.
That's right, X, and they may have set a record for the fastest tag team match in AON history. After isolating OFT from the ring, Ryan Fear landed a moonsault from the second rope, and Psycho went up top for what he calls Edge of Sanity.
What a beautiful top rope maneuver.
Count it, 1, 2, and 3. Your winners, the Psychotic Assassins.
And the official time, 50 seconds flat.
Shorty. Next up, we've got No Child Left Behind squaring off against each other. Rundown favorite, Marcus the Nomad Cage takes on the much larger Man-Child.
Much larger indeed. And we've seen the tension building between these two for quite some time. Nomad has become very frustrated by the big guy and has been blaming him for his string of losses over the past several months.
Well, you know what, Edwards? This is just pathetic. The Nomad doesn't have time to play games with this bumbling idiot. He's only getting in the way, okay? Man-Child needs to be punished.
Come on, Drew. How can you say that? I love this guy. Man-Child just wants to be friends with Cage.
Yeah, but take a look at the Nomad. He does not want to be friends at all with him. He seems determined to teach Man-Child a little lesson.
Well, he's going to have his hands full, that's for sure. I think the Man-Child's feelings have been hurt one too many times, and he's taking it out on the Nomad.
Oh, this isn't even fair. Man-Child is obviously way out of Cage's weight class.
Cage managed to gain control with a hard shot to the head.
Yeah, with that loaded glove.
That's never been proven. Quit making excuses for the Man-Child, all right?
Calls that Fist of Steel.
Ah.
Well, in the end, as the Nomad continued the assault on the Man-Child while he was tied up in the ropes, referee Andrew Bromanated tried to step in but got shoved out of the way by Cage, and that was enough to call for the bell.
And once again, the Assassins came out to the Man-Child's aid and chased off the Nomad.
What's the matter? He can't fight his own battles? I mean, the guy is twice the size of his opponent. It's ridiculous.
Either way, Man-Child gets a win by disqualification. In our next contest, we've got classic Eric Hassel and Zach Rain in singles competition.
We've seen in the past that these two can both wrestle with the best in AON, and that's exactly what happened in this encounter.
Well, I wonder how Bam Bam feels about this match right now. He's probably sitting in the back crying, thinking to himself, why can't we all just be friends?
Anyway, if you've been watching the rundown, you know Eric Hassel has shown thoughts of joining Project 13, much to the dismay of his brothers, Jeremy and Bam.
And me too. Project 13, they're a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, mainly Kess, more than the rest of them. I told you all not to trust that weasel.
Well,
Weasel?
we'll get to that a little later on. But right now, we've got a match to call. A match that started out with Eric Hassel in control. But once he saw the opportunity, the Solution, Zach Rain, began a vicious attack on the left arm of the Chosen One. That attack continued throughout most of the match, with Eric showing signs of life here and there. But when it was all said and done, Zach's strategy paid off and got him a submission victory.
And after the match, Project 13 left Eric in the ring with one of their shirts, which makes you wonder, Has he made his decision and joined these guys?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Don't do it, Eric.
This next one doesn't even classify as a wrestling match. It's more of an annihilation, and I loved every minute of it. NJ Syndicate turned his back on the Empire and quickly learned that there are serious repercussions to making such an idiotic decision.
The newly restructured Empire, that is. The broker has been making moves as of late, and his recent acquisitions are huge. Literally, the Red River Rebels, Stonehenge O'Reilly, and of course one of the biggest stars in AON, Black Lightning. And they just put the boots to NJ, medium style.
I didn't like the broker's shirt. At one point, Sherrod Hall tried to make the save, but this faction is just too powerful. Sherrod was quickly overwhelmed and took a beating as well.
These guys are looking to dominate the AON, and I don't know if anyone can stop them.
Lesson learned, Edwards. Everyone pays the broker.
Next on the card would be the battle between Shane Malice and GQ Maserati, former tag team champions known as the Wild Stallions, with 2 Y's.
You okay? Actually gonna be good through this one?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Shane's a big meanie.
Shut up, X.
Poophead.
As you know, Shane double-crossed GQ at War for Territory 3
Yes, he did.
in the match that was their chance to regain the tag team titles.
And they could have done it too.
However, Shane had other plans and decided that Project 13 was where his future lay, not with the Stallions.
Smart move. GQ is a disgrace to this company. His lewd behavior makes me sick. This is supposed to be a family event. Look at that t-shirt of his.
At first, GQ seemed happy with simply humiliating Shane, which only infuriated him and caused the Kamikaze Kid to eventually get the upper hand. However, by way of some questionable tactics, shall we say?
It doesn't matter how Shane got the upper hand. What matters is that when he did, he taught GQ not to toy with him. Shane brutalized the so-called poster boy of the AON.
Drew, you need to give Maz more credit here.
Maz?
He is very resilient.
Maz?
He was once the AON PA champion. This guy can hang with the best of them. He carried the Wild Stallions.
Maz?
Maz.
Okay. Very true, X. Personal feelings aside, GQ would eventually mount a strong comeback. He nearly had the match won as he set Shane up for his finishing move, but was held up by Zach Rain from the outside as Kes Edison had the attention of the referee on the apron. One move later, called a win for Shane Malice. And yet another win for Project 13.
Yeah, Edwards, I've never seen that move before, and I don't know what they call it, but it was incredible. I just wish they'd have hit it on, Kes Edison instead.
Last but not least, our AON Pennsylvania Heavyweight Championship match. Triple threats are usually very hard to call because of the non-stop action going on in the ring, and this was no exception.
Well, all I can say is it's about time Lightning got his rematch. The man was screwed at War for Territory 3 and has had to claw his way back into another match with that coward Bam Bam.
Drew, I don't know which wrestling promotion you've been watching, considering this is the only one in the area with a weekly television show on the air, but Bam Bam hasn't backed down from a challenge yet. His arm is taped up, still healing from his last match with Lightning, and yet, here he is again defending that AON Pennsylvania Championship.
Whatever.
And so the match carried on with each man fighting to stay in control. When you got two men to keep your eyes on, it's hard to stay on top for long. Lightning and Sherrod, the ex-Cool Crowd, formed a familiar yet short-lived alliance with a combined attack on Bam Bam.
Yeah, and then Sherrod took it to Lightning before he could beat the big man to the punch.
Yeah, Sherrod snuck him because he's afraid of lightning.
Yes, but in this type of match, it's every man for himself. You know that. You do whatever it takes to come out on top.
Oh, whatever.
Especially when the gold is on the line. Come on.
Yeah.
All three of these great athletes gave it everything they had, and in Lightning's case, that also included a little help from the Broker and Stonehenge O'Reilly, which took Sherrod out of the match. When the smoke cleared, it was Bam who managed to get the better of Black Lightning. Just watch this. Oh, it's amazing!
Lightning goes for the lightning strike, and out of nowhere, Bam turns it around and nails the delirium trigger. 3 seconds later, he is still your AON Pennsylvania heavyweight champion. Bam was presented the AON Pennsylvania Championship by none other than Hall of Famer of the WWE, Nikolai Volkov. But then this atrocity happened. We come back. We will have another title match as Project 13's Randall Fairway faces the rising star, Justin Starr, for his 814 championship.
Listen, Connor, I want them, that freaking Ghost Army, whatever they are, I want them boys now. I want them tomorrow, I don't care when. My boys have been robbed. Royal, that little freaking edge crusher, whatever he is, Tard, I need him. I want him.
All right.
Where's the Broker? You gotta do something. I was wrong.
Hey, whoa.
Again.
I can speak for the Broker. He's not here, but I can speak for him.
Listen, I'm gonna worry about him right now. I want that Ghost Army. I
You'll
want
get
them,
the Ghost
I
Army.
want them three
You'll
now.
get the Ghost Army, okay?
I'm not
You'll
worried
get your
about
shot.
me. What about the world title? What about me?
What about our tag belts?
We
My
gotta
boys
get them-
had them
Look,
belts.
we gotta bring that gold back
I got
to the
your
Empire
back.
now.
Hey, what about us?
Huh? Who are you?
Where's our tag title shots? Huh? We beat y'all! Last time I remember we beat you guys, but you guys acted like cowards. Got disqualified.
What are you guys doing
You
here?
two share a single brain cell.
What are you guys talking about? You should be in a padded room
You
somewhere.
want a title shot?
Yes.
You want a title shot? All right.
Yes.
These boys got a rematch coming to them. They got one coming to them.
What is
real
this?
soon.
What is this?
Gentlemen.
What?
Make some room. I gotta talk to this man. What? Israel, what can I do for you?
I thought we was talking about the world title. Where is the Broker? He just...
All right, new plan. Psychotic Assassins, you want your match? You got it. 25th, the cartel. Guys, you want your rematch?
Yeah, you did right.
It's coming up. Ghost Army, you guys are taking that gold back home.
Thank you.
Understand?
Finally, a man with some sense.
I want that gold back here. And you, we'll talk about yours later, okay? We'll get that gold back here.
You guys got some beer anywhere?
Empire, let's go. We don't need none of this. Let's go.
25th, all praise
Hey, what's
will
up
be
with
to
that ISP guy?
Allah. Allah Akbar. Allah.
If you love the action you see on AON Rundown, then make sure you see the best show in town, AON Pro Wrestling Live.
Go Time Sports Performance Training Center is the area's elite training facility for sports performance training and group classes. Go Time offers beginner and advanced group classes such as women's self-defense, children's classes, kickboxing, hip-hop aerobics, and complete MMA training. Hey, we even have a cage. You've never seen anything like this. Showtime Sports Performance Training, with locations in Altoona, Westmont, and Richland.
Now, for some reason, Project 13 seems to be getting put in very good places. Shane wrestled for the PA Championship in Clearfield. Zach gets put into a contender match at Pledge Allegiance. Randall Fairway got a shot at the A1 Forum Gold.
And we found out why.
Indeed, we did. All right, guys, we're ready for this matchup.
Somebody tell Justin Starr to put some clothes on, for crying out loud. The guy running around in his underwear, he's a freak.
Special guest referee, the AON minority owner, Kes Edison.
Don't.
And Randall starting off very aggressively.
Hey, Zach was just sitting out here with us, and he's getting up and leaving.
Well, let's look at the very interesting thing about this. The fact that Ova Thrun, who was revealed to be Project 13, cost him the title originally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
now he's a member of it.
Come on, that is a low blow.
Don't you remember the interview? He didn't cost him anything. He saved him.
Saved him from what?
That's an excuse.
From the cesspool that the AON they feel has been coming.
Were you drinking their Kool-Aid now too, Drew?
Just laying a big shot to the head.
Actually had some of that purple stuff from Sharad's bag.
Use
very good.
Some purple stuff.
Here we go.
Drink.
That big knee. Let's not forget, Randall has a brace on that knee when he hits them. So it's like metal, plastic, whatever's on that brace.
He's medically cleared though, so it's legal.
Say that. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying he's got a brace on that knee, so it makes it more devastating.
He may be cleared medically for his knee, but his brain's not there.
There's a kick out.
At least we got an impartial ref here.
Are you kidding me?
He'll call it right down the middle.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. If I was kidding, what has he got to sign here? Hey, that's a Justin Starr sign.
he's not ripping it. He's shredding it. I mean, that's just piece by piece by piece.
That's right, Kes. Clean that up. See, Kes cares about the AON.
Yeah. Somebody could fall in that and get a paper cut.
I got a paper cut from our cue cards earlier.
What? Now, Randall, back to work on Justin Starr after ripping up the sign. Right hand to the side of Justin Starr's head, knocks the Rising Star down.
I wonder what Nikolai Volkov thinks of Project 13.
Big knife-edge chop. Well, you can ask him later. He's backstage still.
What is it?
Off the ropes. And there's that low blow by Randall Fairway.
What low blow?
See, Kes is administering his authority here and questioning Fairway.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That maneuver.
Some of that unique offense by Randall Fairway.
That's a slow count if I ever saw one.
Randall, of course, wearing kick pads over sandals. I gotta point that out. Just an odd look. But
why do you always point that out?
It's just unusual. You don't usually see it. Only Randall can pull it off.
I'm surprised Shane ain't. Oh, there he's up. He's pacing now. Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, I would stay away from Shane's personal effects if I were you.
I'm not too happy with that man.
I bet.
And I always knew Randall Fairway didn't like me. Zach's still kind of, I don't hate Zach, but I just question his motives.
Well, Zach's not crazy about you either.
Nice catch by Randall Fairway. Well, let's look at the facts. On on the rundown when they were on, Zach was, nice backbreaker. He turned just
Project
inside
13
out.
reminds me of Trent Dilfer, the angry quarterback. These guys are just angry wrestlers.
I will give Zach credit. When he was on the show, out of the three of them, he was probably the most civil towards us.
Well, yes, and he will be. He's Zach Grain. He's still the solution, and not taking anything away from Fairway or Malice. They're still great competitors. But right now, they're saying the AON is a cesspool. There's worse things in the world.
And yet they want this title match. They say the titles are tainted, but hey.
Look, they have their own beliefs, okay? They believe that the AON is a cesspool. They want to try to clean things up. I mean, who's to fault them for trying to make something better, okay? I mean, that's a good thing.
Oh, nice. Like a reverse chin lock by Randall Fairway.
It's just the unorthodox way that they're doing it.
Look, if it gets the job done, so be it.
I mean, what's that symbol? That symbol's kind of evil looking and scary.
What did you call it, the fisty wings?
The fisty wings, yeah. What the heck is a fisty wings?
Big shoulder block. He's not going to knock down Fairway. Fairway outweighs him by about 135 pounds.
And I called it, went, wah, 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 wah.
Big missed clothesline.
The what?
There's those educated feet by Justin Starr.
Yeah, Shane gave me this Project 13.
Oh, man. It's just like a big knee strike to the chest.
And Shane's walking out
That takes
here.
down Randall Fairway. And now, very cool. Where's the count?
Zach's on the apron here.
Come on.
Kes getting him off the apron.
We got to get these guys away from ringside.
It's not doing
I mean,
anything.
you got the
wrong.
solution,
Why-
Zach Rain. You got the emo Sub-Zero over here,
What?
pacing around.
I would watch my mouth if I were you. You're already on his bad side.
Go to the dentist.
I have been, thank you very
Actually,
much.
that's technically called Through the Wire.
How many moves has he got that he does that?
a lot.
What? He's got the one that they go to dance is a press slam to a kick to the head.
Oh.
Does Edison know how to count to 3?
No.
You know, you want to
Randall
question? you go
Fairway. He
ahead.
wants Justin Starr to win like everybody else in America.
Oh, okay, so you're saying he's biased now,
He's
correct?
biased towards the right person.
Oh, shut up, Max.
And
Look
now
at
Randall
Justin.
Fairway helping Justin up, although I really wouldn't call it helping. Takes him over
Well, he's picking
right
him up.
to the turnbuckle. Randall just having his way right now with Justin.
Weight advantage Fairway.
I-
Experience
No question.
Fairway.
Somebody get Justin a teddy bear and his
Speed, Justin.
little
Speed Justin.
milk and cookies before bedtime.
Crowd-
That kid is
crowd
out.
Justin on the
behind
top rope.
Justin.
Hey, have you ever heard this kid try to talk on the stick? Oh my God.
This is not smart. You don't want to put Justin Starr on the top rope. It's a high flyer.
Oh!
And those educated feet come into play one more time.
Educated feet. You
Yep,
keep
that's the one
saying
that went to Yale.
There it is.
Damn it. He hit it. That was the shooting star from Justin Starr. Nicely done. That usually gets him a victory.
Usually.
2.
What?
Foot on the rope. Randall getting the foot on the rope. That's
Oh,
what it is. You said
You want to talk about educated feet?
Actually, you said it earlier. This guy has the experience, and that's exactly what.
Get him.
Take what? What is that for?
Yeah, but Shane put his foot on the rope.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Didn't
did.
see anything.
You don't see anything because you're wearing sunglasses, you
Now, this is
doofus.
just
Messing around.
disqualification for
Oh, then what
putting
is
hands on Justin
There, he
Starr.
just took out Project
Oh, man,
13
what
all
a
by
kick to the
himself.
head.
Big mistake, Mr. Starr. Big
you,
mistake.
I wonder if that's that Novocaine kick he tells me about, where he just kicks him in the face.
Oh, that is a huge mistake.
Outside
Yeah,
coming
that's
in.
right. Oh, and Fairway had him scouted.
Yeah, 2 words for Justin Starr. Long pants. All right. It's not a
words
pretty
for you.
look.
Shut up.
You shut up.
I'll have you taken out of here in a minute.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh!
To the back.
What do they call that, Edwards?
He doesn't have a name for that one. Here it comes. No, he was setting up for go to the dentist.
Nice reversal there.
What?
I didn't know there was a difference.
Two, and a kick out.
I stand corrected, Mr. Fairway.
Big miss of a clothesline into a
Come on,
speedboy
come
by
on,
Justin
Cass.
Starr.
Hey, he's got the tights. He's got the tights. Come on.
Justin Starr doesn't have the tights.
Yeah,
doesn't
Cass
play that
isn't
way.
being biased. That was a nice, calculated 1,000, 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
kick to the head from Justin Starr. Randall Fairway almost out to the ropes. Back in.
Oh!
Big takedown by Justin Starr. Starr now in from control. Goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Wait. What
What?
is this?
He had the 3 count.
What is this?
What do
Justin
you
Starr.
call this?
That's a 2 count. That's what I call it.
Now I'm with you, Drew. Can he count to 3? Does he know how to count to 3?
That was it. Well, that was a 2
What
count.
was that all about? What's this all about? Don't
That's what I
tell
wanna
me.
know.
Oh!
What were you?
Are you serious?
Like he just slapped him for the 3 count.
Are you kidding me?
He just touched
No.
Justin Starr's butt.
What the? What just happened? The A1-4 title goes back to Randall Fairway
Really?
in dubious fashion.
Wait a second. What just happened here?
But I just can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Wait,
I figured all you people here being that stupid. I have been here for a year. I have tried to get this company to run the way it should be. I have ISP. I have the broker. Finally, somebody came to me and said, Cass, I know what you're trying to do. Really? And I said, really? Let me think. Hold on a second. Really?
Don't give Fairway a mic. It's like giving strawberries to pigs.
Whoa!
So,
This is utter bull.
because Alex O. Norway never comes around. Never. Because the broker is a Johnstown piece of garbage.
I agree with that.
wow.
I'm the power around here. I'm the power. That being said, from this point on, I'm going to go ahead and look the other way with Project 15. They're going to clean up. You shut up. They're going to clean up the AON like it should be cleaned up.
I think Cass needs to go with Shane to get that therapy.
Holy cow!
What are you gonna do, Drew? He just knocked your buddy the broker.
And now they're acting like Diesel.
Get a shot of this!
Suddenly you're...
Count it! Two-time 814 champion! You can eat it, you can suck it, go to hell!
Whoa! Too close to the action.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's it, he taps. Come on. It's over. He's tapping. No. Come on, man. Come on. Let him up.
That's right.
So glad you got that out of your system.
What do you want?
Mike Edwards from the Rundown. We're here to do a roster rundown, if you don't mind. A couple minutes of your time.
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. Again, I'm Mike Edwards. I am here with Marcus, the Nomad Cage, the supreme MMA fighter in All or Nothing, for another roster rundown. Nomad, how did you get your start in the business?
Well, of course, I'm sure you know I was homeless a while ago. I would travel all around. It was a freedom thing. People thought I was just homeless because I was a bum. It was not true. I liked the freedom. Be able to go where I want, wherever the wind took me. Brought me to Johnstown. I heard about JWA starting up. I got interested. I was like, yeah, I learned some fighting styles over my life, so like, why not get involved with this wrestling thing? I did that. Sort of a little bit successful, mostly. Stuck around after the fall of that. Got involved with AON, been doing that for a while, until I just got sick of the fans and the hypocrisy, sick of being used, sick of being thrown up against guys 3 times my size. And I'm just sick of pro wrestling, period. And that's when I realized that, it's time I start putting my other training into use, and that's the MMA training.
You found a calling, so to speak.
Yes, definitely.
Well, what are your main goals in All or Nothing? How are you going to put that together?
Well, like I said, I could have left here, I could have went to UFC, I could have went to anywhere else, but I decided to stay in AON Pro Wrestling because I want to prove something. I want to prove that MMA is better than pro wrestling. And all I got to do is stay here and just make mincemeat out of all the roster. Take their titles, whatever. But, guy, you've seen what I've had to put up with lately.
Who was your main inspiration for getting into this? Either MMA or wrestling?
Well, I admit I kind of when I was young, I was stupid and naive, and I liked pro wrestling. So, I mean, I liked everything about it. I like guys like The Rock and The Undertaker and stuff like that, but now I know it's just MMA is superior. Now I only watch guys that, are good at MMA, like Brock Lesnar and, Bobby Lashley, guys like that, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock of AON right there, folks.
Guys that turned their back on pro wrestling because they knew it was inferior.
Well, what do you think about the current state of affairs going on right now in All or Nothing?
It's a mess. Broker seems to know what he's doing. That's fine. But guys like Kes Edison has been holding me back ever since I had my change of attitude because he doesn't want his pro wrestlers to look bad. I've had problems with him. I have problems, just basically the same garbage thrown at me to keep me down. They threw that man-child at me. I basically became his babysitter. I'm just fed up with it. I'm being held back because they're afraid of looking bad.
Your signature moves, would you mind describing 1 or 2 of them for us?
All right. Well, I got this thing I call the roll cage. It's still kind of a little bit of pro wrestling like, but it's mostly a takedown move. It's basically an arm capture, leg capture, swinging neck breaker. I wrap up their arm and their leg, plop them right back on their neck.
Kind of turn them into human pretzels.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they don't usually get up from that. My other move, I call it the, was calling it still fist there for a while. People were trying to call it a loaded glove just because I switch gloves. It's never been proven. I don't know why they think that. Just because I changed to my lucky glove.
That's mostly X-Man, by the way.
Yeah, it's all, you know what goes, who knows what goes on in his mind, actually. I don't know what kind of Cheerios he eats. But the point is, it's completely legal. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I'm more comfortable with that glove, and that's where I get all my knockouts with.
How about your finisher?
Well,
besides the,
that's pretty much it there. I don't need any flashy pro wrestling finishers. All I need is my technical moves. If I can't submit them, then I'm gonna hit them with the roll cage, or I'm gonna knock them out. They're either gonna black out or they're gonna tap out. That's their two choices, because
very simple.
That's what I do.
Very simple.
I don't need to be flashy. I don't need to prove to show the fans, oh, look at this super power bomb, whatever. I get the job done. That's the point.
Well, speaking of the fans, what would you say to everyone out there to make them come to an AON show? Fans or non-fans alike?
If you really want to come to a pro wrestling show, come to AON. It's the best around. But you're going to see a bunch of pro wrestlers look silly because MMA is the only way.
Any closing comments for our great fans?
No, I don't really care. I don't care what they think or anything.
Well, Mr. Cage, thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to your training. This has been another Roster Rundown. Stay tuned for more Roster Rundowns. I'm getting out of the way.
What's up, man? You doing all right?
Hey, what's going on, man?
You're looking a little rough. You all right?
Am I all right? My tag team partner just left me. Project 13 screwed me over, which cost me my belt. Could it get any worse? I mean, the Project 13 is just killing it. I mean, they're out of control.
Russia. They screwed a lot of you over tonight, man.
Yeah, it's going around.
You need someone watching your back.
Watching my back. You know what? I just lost one tag team partner, but I think it's time I find myself a new one. I tell you what, you watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Done.
All right, man. I'll see you around.
Here's a brief history for you folks. Back in JWA, back in the day, Wednesday, that's it. It was Wednesday. Coma Clayton had a team with C4. They called themselves the Ghost Army, and they were dominant, probably the most dominant tag team of that time period. Kind of like, well, the Red River Rebels are today. And as we saw, Coma hinted that they were being, as he said, re-enlisted.
Well, they did just that. They took on the Rebels for the AON Tag Team Championship and pledge allegiance to.
And we hear the crowd chanting against the Red River Rebels like they always do. Honestly, can you blame them though? These guys need a
Drew's doing introductions.
Okay.
I don't either.
Introducing first, the challengers. First, from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 252 pounds at 5'8", Coma Clayton.
Coma Clayton here. Big Coma Clayton.
His tag team partner from the City of Champions, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Standing at 6'3", weighing in at 255 pounds, all natural C4.
The Ghost Army. Re-enlisting here in 2010. Back from the old JWA days, Mike Edwards.
We need them right now.
We need this Ghost Army.
After what we saw earlier, we need them.
And introducing their opponents, they are the AON Tag Team Champions.
Yes, they are. The most dominant team in AON history. Manager of the year, Kit Mike.
From Red River Gorge, Kentucky, at a combined weight of 535 pounds, James Ford and Sean McGraw, the Red River Rebels.
Like
give Drew Shannon credit. He's not bad for the backup ring announcer.
Well, he's good whenever he's announcing guys he likes.
Well,
But looking
yeah.
across the ring, I see Coma Clayton has a little bit of new life there. He's kind of.
I am happy to see Coma Clayton smiling.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
looks-
say. I mean, he seems like he's a little more re-energized than what he's been.
It
in
looks
past
like
weeks.
he is ready to be with C4 in here and take some tag team gold, it looks like.
Well, you know,
maybe.
back in JWA, these guys were the
Here
most
goes the-
dominant force until.
Now, what is this attack from behind?
Hey,
What is this? What is this crap?
The Rebels are good at that.
You're gonna have to. Oh, right out in front of us.
Man.
Better move Miss Jessblocker out of the way.
Jess Mocker, just move over just a bit.
Oh,
I think you rang
the
the bell
unforgiving
for ya.
steel post. As we were saying before we were interrupted by Drew, yes, Coma Clayton coming out here with C4 and re-enlisting the Ghost Army here tonight at Pledge Allegiance 2. How
Unbelievable.
fitting that the Ghost Army is re-enlisted on September 11th. Nikolai's here. It's just a special feeling. And I hope they can get the job done, because what we just saw was
Well, with everything we've seen, with Project 13 being around, you know, the broker we know is reassembling the Empire. This is a good thing finally to see somebody stand up. We need an army. Why not the
need an
Ghost
army.
Army? Big right hand by C4.
I don't
Firing
get
Jimmy
you guys
Ford. I'm
anymore.
sorry, James Ford off the ropes.
Yeah, it's Mr. Ford to you.
what happened earlier with Cass Edison and
Big
Project
Northern Light
13 is a
suplex.
miscarriage of justice.
One,
Yeah, you're a
two.
miscarriage of justice.
Now, of
I'll have
course,
you taken out of here.
No,
And now-
You're
whatever.
upset because you lost your meal ticket. The tag titles are
now
gone.
Jimmy Ford in
The
control.
tag titles are.
I'm
Slap.
going on a limb right now.
No,
I'm picking
reverse knife edge
C4.
chop.
This is like the war for territory pick.
Reverse
Oh, you're
knife
out of your
chop.
mind.
Aldros, I hate to say it, but I mean, the one advantage here is just we know
Justin
that
Starr got screwed.
we know that the Rebels are probably the most dominant force in AON today. The Ghost Army was the most dominant force in JWA. The difference is, the Rebels have been a team regularly longer than C4 and Coma Clayton.
Well,
This is the
exactly.
first time in a long
Hey,
time.
Jimmy Ford got a new shirt this week.
Well, Edwards, you're right. Exactly. That's where the
Senton.
that's where the advantage is. These guys have been, tag teaming since what? They've been the champs for quite a while.
Since June. They
They've-
want him here at the Pascarella Center.
Big
Truth
raise.
hurts.
Exactly, and they've been a team for.
During a triple threat weekend.
Thank you.
Wow, double backbreaker. That's impressive.
Oh, what a maneuver!
Wow.
They've been a team for quite some time, so they're a
They
well-oiled
usually
machine.
call that the complete shot, but I'm going to call that the combined shot.
I'm liking this new Coma Clayton. He's rejuvenated and he's ready to kick
Yeah.
some you know what.
Oh,
And he seemed a little lost for a while there, and now he seems like he's got, he's getting back to what he should be.
and what's that?
And a dangerous force
That.
in the AON. He's already. Now it just seems like he's happy to be here.
He was never very talkative to begin with. He's always one of the quieter guys in the back, but he actually, I don't know, he seemed lost at first, but now, look at him, watch this.
The power of Coma Clayton.
Another one of those suplexes that he throws. Yeah, I've tried to do research on guys. In Coma, he doesn't really have a lot of moves. He just throws a lot of suplexes, and of course that Coma clutch of his.
The Coma Clutch, one of the most dangerous moves in all of AON.
Probably the best submission move out there today.
You know
And now, in comes C4. What do they got now? Body slam by Coma.
I tried to lobby to be guest referee of this match, but
And there's that senton backsplash again.
they wouldn't have any of it.
No,
One,
I think we're done with
two,
guest referees for a while.
And a kick out by James Ford.
I
James
just
Ford
see you
showing some
guest
resilience.
refereeing.
I'll tell you
C4
what.
down for the cover, and Drew Shannon's over in the corner having a Pepsi or something.
And of course,
Shut
the
up,
crowd
X.
chanting
Well,
soap
that's
and
right, you
water.
don't drink Pepsi, you drink
Thumb to the eye.
Cotton Club.
Now,
I drink Pepsi, thank you very
buries
much.
the right hands deep in the midsection. Hey, you can't say that. They're not sponsoring us yet.
Oh,
Fires C4
Oh.
to the ropes.
so what's this purple stuff?
I don't know, but that turnbuckle's come loose.
Yeah,
And now
we need
Jimmy
to get,
Ford, big clothesline.
we need to get
into a
Bill
choke.
up there to fix it.
Oh, Bill can sit down. Rebels can use that to their advantage.
Now we're gonna get Bill up there to fix
Otis!
Jimmy Ford,
Already
of course.
radioed in the back.
turnbuckle! The turnbuckle!
Otis, somebody's
Ford.
good-looking cousin.
James
Shut
Ford
up.
is the faster, more technical of the two.
X, wait a second, get away from that Jack.
You already drank some.
I did not. I didn't touch any of that. You
And now
keep
he
away from
tags
his
in
Jack
his
Daniels.
older
Give me
cousin,
that bottle.
Big John McGraw.
Jess
Big
Bucker,
John McGraw.
Jess Bucker, take this.
There's nothing flashy about that. That's just straight right hands to the ribs of C4.
That doesn't feel very good.
Not at all. Have you seen this guy? Look at him.
He's huge. He's big. He's Big John McGraw.
You don't mess with Big John
He is the
McGraw.
strong.
Don't mess with McGraw.
He's not fancy. He's not flashy. He's
I'm
just
not-
a powerhouse.
and
in this
I'm not a
group, and
Red
that's-
River Rebel fan. You guys know that, but they are the most dominant tag team in AON history.
Yes,
You know
they
what?
are.
I would hate to see the. Could you picture these guys going to a place like Del Grosso's?
No.
Riding rides and stuff like that?
They'd scare the kids.
Why, look at John McGraw. I mean, he's
Reversal into the rope here.
He's like the
Ducks
AON Butcher the way
clothesline.
he hits people.
I'd want to get James Ford on that
and
that
just takes
Pharaoh's
a bullet
Fury, the pirate ship. That'd be
Big
awesome.
Boot to the head of C4. Wow.
Why are we going to the park? It's Pledge Allegiance 2.
Get Cass Edison on there, he'd probably throw up.
Now just look at it. Like I said, there's nothing about John McGraw that's flashy. It's just pure brute strength.
I'm just saying, I kind of like Kess a little bit. I shouldn't really bust on him that much.
Well, now we like Kess.
Watching McGraw work is like watching a butcher slaughter a hog.
Don't talk about X that way. That's not nice.
And now watch this. Holds him down. And a drop kick to the face. That's something you don't see from the Rebels.
leg
drop.
And a leg
Nice
drop.
leg drop.
These guys surprise you.
then a
Every
knee
time you
drop.
turn around, they will surprise you.
And a knee drop. And now the one with the more finesse of the two in the ring, James Ford. 2. And a kick out by Coma Clayton. Coma getting a nice little chant from the crowd.
I like the Space Odyssey of Del Grosso's myself. It's a nice
That's
little-
awesome.
That is awesome. Oh my God, you and I agree on something.
That
That's
ride's
scary.
like
Somebody,
hardcore.
somebody call the media.
I haven't seen you guys agree on anything since you guys thought ISP was going to beat Kess.
Yeah,
And now, choke it out.
we already sold out earlier.
Now, ref finally backing up. Now he's backing up C4. And then the Rebels have free reign on Coma Clayton.
That's right.
And Otis just yelling. That's just like putting salt in the wounds.
Well,
come on, get Otis.
Doesn't
out of
hurt.
there.
It's just kind of there to annoy you. He's kind of like a gnat that you want to swat at and can't get rid of.
Oh, he's like the X-Man sitting at the commentator's table.
And now, look at this. Double chokes.
At least I don't dress like that.
That's some flexibility from these guys.
Dressed like what?
Hicks.
Believe me, they dress 20 times better than you do, pal.
You better not let John McGraw hear that. You know, I'm one
I
of your,
don't care.
when it comes to the AON, I'm one of your biggest supporters, but especially on the rundown.
Yeah, you
But don't let him hear you say that.
Yeah, you
That's
see,
true.
you're gonna have his boots surgically removed from a place that you don't want it.
And
New Jersey?
now he's got that reverse chin lock, knee to the back. This is a very sound hold.
Clarendon.
Very smart by John McGraw. You usually don't see him using moves like this too often. He's usually just a ground and pound guy, but this is actually a smart move.
Well, you gotta wear down the big guy.
Exactly.
Double C.
Well, which one? I mean, no matter who you're talking about in this match, they're all fairly big guys.
And of course, you never see these kind of moves because, you know, they haven't had a reason to use them. I mean, they like to pull out surprises every now and again. They like to keep you guessing.
If you want to talk about the big guy in this matchup, Coma Clayton is listed today at 215 pounds. He's the smallest guy in this matchup. But he's just built like a bulldozer. Which is why his suplexes are so good with him. He's built low to the ground. He gets that leverage to toss him overhead. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Now, both men need to make the tag.
What's this wire down here, Joe?
What wire?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna pull on it.
Don't pull on that.
Why are you pulling on wire?
I'm hoping it disconnects Drew's headset.
Oh, shut up, X.
And now, C4 tagged in. James Ford tagged in. I'm sorry. I got told about that before. From
Get it right.
Big spine buster from C4.
Hey,
It's at Otis. Tell him.
Hey,
Tell him. Hey, wait,
Edge
what is
Crusher
that?
from behind.
No!
Edge Crusher Smith
What is that?
is
That's
attacking
not.
cousin Otis.
That's not right.
Yes,
This is
that's
a big
right.
clothesline.
No, what?
Wait a minute, we got a double team effort here.
Could
Clayton's
be,
not even
could
legal.
be. That C4 move.
No!
Edge Crusher attacking Otis.
Rep down. 1,
No!
2, 3.
We got
No!
the tag team champions.
No!
Did they enlist? It looks like they got the Edge Crusher. They enlisted the Edge Crusher. Oh, look at the shirt. Wow, we finally got an army, and literally an army to stand up to these guys, to stand up to the Empire, to stand up to Project 13.
Chessmonger, give me that bottle of Jack.
It's about time. Look at that.
Give me the bottle of Jack right now.
C4, Coma Clayton, the Ghost Army. Now,
I'm gonna go see if Otis is all right.
Well, now we know the third member. It's Coma, Edge Crusher, and C4.
now let's see how dominant they can. Now, my question X is, do they enact the demolition / Freebird rule?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they allowed to tag in? Can anybody?
What about the Spirit Squad rule?
We don't care about that.
Nah, that was
Just,
gay.
that's just amazing. Finally, like the most dominant force got knocked off.
There he is, Big Edge Crusher Smith.
Would somebody come over here and help Otis for crying out loud?
Nah, Drew, go help Otis. Look, Drew's over here.
That's fine. He can stay over there. I'm busy watching the in-ring and look at Edge Crusher. That's big for somebody to
The Ghost Army.
To enlist
Look
him.
out, Project 13, Empire, and...
This is ridiculous.
Now, aren't you supposed to be helping him? Get out of here again.
You
Me and X
just
got this.
I like it better when you're helping Otis. What a shot right there of the new
Congratulations to
AON
C4
Tag
and
Team
Coma Clayton.
Champion.
Congratulations to these guys.
If you love the action you see on AON Rundown, then make sure you see the best show in town, AON Pro Wrestling Live. All or Nothing Wrestling would like to take this time to thank our sponsors for their continued support.
Seriously, Zach? What's up, dude? My brother? Of all people to try and pull into your little fantasy land, my brother?
Dude, Eric came to me, and you know what I'm trying to do here, man.
I don't know.
What do you mean? You helped me come up with this. We talked about this.
I thought it was an idea. I didn't think you were actually crazy enough to go do something like this, Zach.
Listen,
I know what you're trying to do, but you're doing it all wrong.
I understand where you're coming from, but I got this under control. Listen, you got the belt. At least it's in good hands. That's all I can promise you. We got it off of ISP. We got to keep these things from falling back into the wrong hands. We don't want them. We're not. This isn't some kind of takeover. You know that. You know what my plans are. Eric, no, he's doing what he thinks is right.
Listen, Zach, I can't tell you or Eric what to do, but I'm telling you, after Jeremy and Lightning, and now like I don't know what's going on with you. One more person crosses that line with me, and I swear I'm gonna snap.
There's no line with you and me, dude. The offer's still on the table. I want you by my side. It's up to you, but like I said, you can't tell me what to do, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You just keep fighting the good fight, and I'm going to handle things behind the scenes. All right?
Here it is, a quick rundown, get it, of matches you'll see this coming Saturday, September 25th at Father Kelly Hall. Doors open at 6, bell time is at 7. Here's what we will see. Black Lightning versus NJ Syndicate. Project 13 members Zach Rain and Shane Malice versus the Hassel Brothers. Adam Nostikov versus Edge Crusher Smith. Marcus the Nomad Cage taking on my personal favorite, GQ Maserati. The Red River Rebels enact their rematch clause for the tag gold against the Ghost Army. It's a three-way dance for the AON 814 Championship between Bro, Chris Chambers, Justin Starr, and champion Randall Fairway. The Psychotic Assassins take on the Cartel, and in the main event it's the highly anticipated Pennsylvania Championship match between Sherrod Hall and Bam Bam Hassel. All that this Saturday night. Father Kelly Hall in Altoona. Doors open at 6, bell time set for 7. Let's see, 7.
Anyway, moving on, let's not forget, earlier in the day, before that show, before Pound for Pound, we've got a free show, Roaring Mountains, Legion Park in Holliesburg, and that begins, let's make it high noon.
High noon.
12 o'clock.
Sounds good. So we've got another awesome weekend of AON action on tap.
Do we ever?
And I just got to say, it's really exciting. Both Quick Rock and myself, we're very proud to be aligned with such a professional organization filled with highly trained individuals. Believe that. Such as Israel St. Patrick, who's back, by the way. And of course, Project 13, Black Lightning, the Empire.
Aren't you a little bit biased?
Yeah, I mean, what about, Bam Bam Hassel, Justin Starr, the Ghost Army, and
Michael Mort, Eric and Jeremy.
Whatever, them two.
Man-Child. Sherrod Hall.
Whatever.
He helps old people across the street.
Shut up, X.
While reading the Bible. While reigning. Well, anyhow, he doesn't believe me, but I know you at home watching believe me that Sherrod is a good man. Join us right here next week, ABC 23, for a full hour at 11:30 in the morning.
This is my studio, by the way, so I am going to get to say...
Amen for AON.
Hey!
And I gotta tell you, man, It was the highest rated debut in AON history.
Really?
It was perfect, yeah.
What?
It was just amazing.
I don't know, man. It was cool being here, but I really hate Drew Shannon.
Now, come on, hate is a strong word. You don't hate him.
Well, I guess he's getting, you know.
You can do better than that?
Yeah, he's not as bad, I guess, as.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. He's alright.